For more than 850 years, Notre-Dame de Paris has been a really important place in France. It's not just a beautiful cathedral, it's also a big part of France's history and culture. In April 2019, Notre-Dame de Paris caught on fire. For a moment, the whole world stood still in shock. To this day, we don't really know what was the real cause, but after the investigation conducted by the police and prosecutor's office, it was determined that it was an accident, as the cathedral was undergoing serious renovation work, and the cause may have been an electrical short circuit or improper handling of material and equipment. As far as we know, the fire started in the attic and quickly destroyed the old wooden beams and delicate parts of the cathedral. The worst part was when the tall spire, which had been there for a long time, fell down because of the fire. Besides the spire falling, the roof got badly damaged and part of the walls were destroyed. But luckily, the inside of the cathedral didn't get hurt too badly because it was made of a strong stone ceiling. Most of the valuable things inside Notre-Dame were taken out before the fire got too bad, but some things still got damaged or destroyed by the smoke. Thankfully, nobody got seriously hurt except a few workers who tried to save things from the fire. After the accident, there was a moment of silence and insecurity about the future of the cathedral, but the President of France, Emmanuel Macron, promised to rebuild Notre-Dame. He said it's really important to France because it's a part of country's heart, history and stories. And that is how the story of the 950 million new Notre-Dame plan has begun. Now let's see what has changed in the exterior and interior and how they build it. We might also know something about the reopening of the cathedral, so stay with us to find out. Rebuilding Notre Dame's spire was a big challenge because it wasn't a part of original cathedral. They wanted it to look exactly like the one designed in the 1800s by architect Eugene Viollet-le-Duc, so they used similar materials like wood for the roof and stone for other parts. This job wasn't given to just anyone, only experts like chief architects of historical monuments and historic building experts were trusted with it. They carefully planned everything to make sure it was done the right way. Right now, they are removing the burned scaffolding that was around the spire. They're also getting ready to put up a wooden framework for the nave and choir, which are parts of the cathedral. Removing about 300 tons of melted scaffolding has to be done very carefully to avoid making things worse. Engineers used smart techniques to secure the structure during the first part of the job, making sure nothing fell down while they were working. The base of the spire, which is shaped like a cross, has already been put in place and they have installed the spire too. So they're almost done with this part of the job. Choosing materials for the restoration was tricky. They wanted to use things similar to those used in the original cathedral, but also modern enough to keep the building strong. They got wood and stone from the same places as before, and this time they took extra care to prevent anything bad from happening again. It wasn't just about rebuilding the cathedral, it also involved a lot of studying and analyzing by over 170 experts. They looked at everything, from the materials used to the sculptures and even how the building was made. They also used 3D scanning and modeling technology. This helped them see exactly what needed fixing and how to do it right. They scanned the whole building and used the data to rebuild parts like the stone ribs that held up the arches. With this technology, they figured out all the problems and found the best way to fix them. It's like they have a blueprint for making Notre-Dame beautiful again. Notre-Dame's exterior is set for a transformation as well. The architectural firm who is in charge of the project planned to enhance the surrounding area with more greenery and flowers. They announced plans to expand the space behind the cathedral and create a new park. Additionally, the square in front of Notre-Dame will be adorned with trees and new flower beds. Paris Mayor Anne Hidalgo emphasized the importance of incorporating environmental considerations into the restoration. She stated, "A city like ours can no longer avoid thinking about climate change, while also ensuring the changes highlight the cathedral's beauty without altering it." The redesigned spaces will offer new perspectives of the cathedral, establish a closer connection with the Seine River, and provide new activities. The Ile de la Cité will once again become the heart of Paris. The reconstruction efforts also present an opportunity to convert the former underground car park into a pedestrian walkway, which will serve as one of the monument's welcome centers. This walkway will also provide access to an archaeological museum. Notably, the cathedral's crypt, undamaged by the fire, has been open to the public since 2020. According to reports, it's estimated that rebuilding Notre-Dame will cost around 767 million. But here's the good news, people from all over the world have donated more than 900 million already. Over 340,000 donors from 150 countries have pitched in to help. Besides giving money, different countries and groups have offered to lend money in rebuilding Notre-Dame. For example, in April 2020, Germany said they would help rebuild some of the big windows high up in the cathedral, and Ubisoft, a French video game company, offered to share about 5,000 hours of research they did on Notre Dame's structure while making a game. After the fire, the French government quickly promised to give a lot of money to help fix Notre Dame, and some rich French people and big companies like Louis Vuitton, L'Oreal, Apple and Disney also gave a bunch of money. Each donor had their own reasons, whether they just love the cathedral, feel like they should help because they're big companies, or have some personal connection to it. Even though most of the money came from France, lots of other countries and groups showed support too. They all understood how important Notre Dame is and wanted to help save it. But that's not all. In 2022, 8 groups of experts started cleaning and fixing the cathedral's glass windows. Even the Cologne Cathedral in Germany joined it and fixed up 4 stained glass windows. Okay, so that's it for the Notre Dame restoration. Are you going to visit the cathedral when it's open? Let us know in the comments. You've been watching Legendary Builds, and until the next one.